And boom, what up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Cam. Cory Sandhagen says he's not worried about the wrestling. We got a reaction video today. We're gonna react to Cory's press media days, like a 10-minute little video. It's a triple upload today. Yeah, y'all ain't think that was coming. Yeah, y'all ain't think that was coming. Yeah, I dropped that one in the middle of the night with Tony Ferguson. You know, hey, I love Tony Ferguson's press conferences because he always says dumb shit, stupid shit. Like I remember one, he was talking about how he was bear hunting, but the bear was at the top of the mountain. He was at the bottom. But when he went to the top, the bear was at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. Blades and shades, stupid shit. So I love watching that. But we got a triple upload today. Cory Sandhagen. Then we're going to Umar Nurmagomedov. Let's see where their mind's at coming into this main event. We're just doing this to get ourselves happy, get ourselves excited for the main event, for the fights, and for the live stream that you will be attending. You will stop by. You're going to say hi. Speaking of that, if you like talking fights, debating about fights, reacting to press conferences, reacting to fights, instant reactions, if you love predictions, if you love live watch parties, you're going to love this channel. So I urge you to comment, subscribe, help out that algorithm. I really, really appreciate it. But without further ado, our great friends at the UFC, they got a video for us to react to. So let's get into it. Boom.
What up?
The Sandman.
It's loud. What up?
That shit is
First
loud
time
in my
to
ear.
Abu Dhabi,
Right,
but I'm curious if the second time round has been a little bit of a different experience for you, or if it's just same old, same old.
Same old, same old. I've been here for like a week and a half now, so just same old, same old. I love this hotel.
Is this fight a little bit of a unique one in terms of your career? Because, right, this guy is coming up. He's kind of taking a big step up in competition. You're the guy that, has been around for longer, but he's somewhat favoured in the fight, it feels like, from some areas. Is this a bit unique in that sense?
Maybe. Umar's a unique fighter. Stylistically, he's a really tough fight. I had to work in like a lot of overtime hours in order to make sure that I was prepared for this fight, but the rankings, him coming up, the odds, the bettors, I could honestly give a shit less. I'm focused on what I'm going to do on Saturday, and that's executing underneath the lights. And I can't wait for that piece, man, because it's weird that people are counting me out for this one, but I just can't wait to prove all those.
I think it's really weird. Plus 250 underdog is crazy. Cory Sandhagen, that's like, bro, you don't think he's actually fighting Habib or Islam? It's crazy.
Those people wrong.
Yeah, I don't think you're the sort of person who would be affected by this, but do you think some people just hear the last name, Nurmagomedov, and sort of psych themselves out before they even get in there and don't face the guy in front of them, but face the name behind them?
Yeah, no one's seen me defensively wrestle ever, almost, except for the situation with Sterling. That's what we'll call that loss, is a situation. The situation with Sterling and that was like 4 years ago. I was 2 years into my career. I'm 6-7 years into my career now, and still no one's really seen it. So just another element that I get to show to people. And I'm excited for this one just to show how great I am, because Umar's going to bring out the best of me. And he already has in this camp, and I'm pumped for it, man. I can't wait to watch myself fight.
Is this the sort of fight where, you win this title shot, could win that? This is the sort of fight we might get a rematch down the line, because he's going to keep coming, and you two could end up being the two best in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. I can see that with a few of the guys that I fought in the division, The cream is kind of rising to the top.
I want to see him and Peter Yan fight again.
A lot of fights are kind of working
him and Song
themselves
Yadong
out.
fight again.
Who's better than who? And
because without the cut on Song Yadong, that fight was probably 2-2 going into the fifth. When he fought Song Yadong, really good fight. Song Yadong was able to take his back multiple times and out grapple him multiple times. Cory, a lot of his takedowns weren't to get the fight to the ground, but Cory was like 0 for 9 on takedowns that fight. But in this fight, he's not going to be the one shooting, right? He's going to be the one defending shots. But Song Yadong was able to get some trips in there, get some takedowns. But the thing about Cory, man, he's going to cut you up, man. Like with Umar, the pressure, if he blitzes, elbows are going to be coming through the middle. Knees are going to be coming up through the middle. Front kicks are going to be coming up through the middle. I think we can see, even if Cory loses, Umar's going to have he's going to have a beat-up face, man. He's going to be cut. And the way Cory fights reminds you of the old Tony Ferguson way of fighting, where he's going to cut you up, bro. He's gonna cut you up. He's gonna slice. And these aren't just regular. These are like fight-ending cuts where the doctor might have to step in. So it's like it's a new. Cory doesn't have the power, but he makes up for it with the damage he causes on your face. It's great to see.
That's a pretty exciting spot to be in the division. But yeah, I think that Umar is going to be one of those guys that sticks around for a while. So I have to make sure that I'm extra mentally sharp and, not giving him an inch in the cage on Saturday.
Like I said, there's a little while to go before we can really start talking about this, but it does feel like your style, your skill set is starting to be appreciated more and more by fans, rightfully so. Sean O'Malley is who he is, and it feels like if that matchup did get made, it could be a massive fight in the bantamweight division.
Fight.
Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, me and O'Malley is a fight that the fans really want to see. I think the UFC wants that fight, and man, it's just like a fan pleaser. If we make it for gold, that just becomes one of the most anticipated, best fights that people are asking for. And then you make it for gold, that's just, icing on top of the cake. It just makes that fight that much bigger. So, I'll be rooting for O'Malley. And after I get this win, then hopefully we'll be fighting.
I'm sure you've been asked 100 times, but I've not heard your prediction for that fight. Who do you have winning?
I got O'Malley winning that one, but who knows?
Hi, Cory. Just a couple from me. Umar says he's been promised by the UFC a title shot if he wins. Have you been promised a title shot with a win?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dana said that in the announcement, is that this is a number one contender fight. So yeah, I definitely plan on that.
And you fought a lot of great fighters in your resume, but when you look at kind of the old guard, you fought Frankie Edgar. Is there anyone you wish you would have fought?
Yeah, potentially. I wish that me and Aldo could have fought. Me and
That would have been him and Aldo.
Cruz could have fought, but
him and
I guess
Dominic.
they're still around, so it could still happen.
And last one for me, in the open workouts, you showed off a lot of your WWE moves. A, can we see any of those in the fight? And B, maybe a future crossover into WWE for you, pro wrestling?
Yeah, I got 2 goals in the sport. It's to become a world champ and then to hit a Stone Cold Stunner. So, those are on my bucket list. Those are my 2 UFC goals before I retire.
Thanks, Cory.
Cory over here. Greetings from Ecuador. It is a bit advantage for Umar fighting here and not in the States.
No. No. The first one was scheduled in Nashville. I didn't feel like I had a mega advantage fighting in Nashville. The truth of the matter is that when you go into the cage and the door locks and the ref says go and you hear the bell ring, that's when the truth comes out. If it's in the Middle East, if it's in Nashville, if it's in anywhere in the world, that's when the truth comes out, and I don't care that it's here. No.
I love that mentality from Cory, but I don't think that's true though. Being over there, I mean, if that fight goes to decision, you never know what can happen. And I don't think that he's right about not having a big advantage in Nashville, but cross those waters, man, you never know. Same thing with England. You never know, man. You just really never know.
You're very tall for this division, so how are you going to use that for you in this fight against him?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that a lot of people kind of forget about when they're thinking about the matchups. Like I get a few inches on all of these guys. So these guys that are really good at playing from range, they don't get to do that against me. Like the Cheetos, the guys that like being long. Umar, he likes throwing long kicks. He likes leaving space. He doesn't get to do that as easily against someone that has a reach advantage against him. So
Umar's going to have to get inside.
I definitely got that advantage.
I want to...
And I also don't believe in the whole use my feet as jabs thing. And he kind of does that. Like Giga Chikadze did that against her. I don't really believe in that shit. Like, yeah, I mean, you can land one every now and then, but I don't know, man. Throwing blind kicks against Cory Sandhagen, I think you're going to catch a lot of right hands and left hands. So,
if you can help me with some opinion about Chirubera against Figueiredo.
He's asking about
what do you
Cheeto
think
and Figgy.
about that fight?
Cheeto's got to fight better than he has in his last couple ones if he wants a chance, because Figgy's good.
Do you believe the winner
Figgy's
is going to
beat him
maybe
how
another
Cory
one
beat him.
fight and then the shot for the belt?
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, I mean, a lot happens in this sport, even in like 3-4 months, so who knows? But yeah, maybe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Cory. What's the response been like to your YouTube channel and the breakdowns that you do? Because, I mean, you have an insanely good impression of Sean O'Malley.
That's another reason why I think he's one of the best minds in the sport. And I compare him to Dominic Cruz a lot because of their mentality and their mindsets and the way they're able to make adjustments mid-fight and see things mid-fight in their movement. He's a great mind in the game. Like, he's one of the greatest minds. A lot of people overrate Henry Cejudo's mind. Henry's smart. He just can't really execute anymore. But Cory's the guy who's going to break it down, and he's going to go execute it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's been good. You know, I enjoyed doing it. Really, I just want people to understand the art a lot better. Like, I think that there's a lot of beauty that's kind of like slipping underneath the cracks just because fighting isn't just brawling. Fighting is like an art too. You know, it's definitely brawling too. But yeah, I just kind of want to like show people that that there's like a lot of beauty and technique happening behind the scenes.
Of course.
And then, I mean, obviously it would be great to take Umar's from him, but he's also got a 100% takedown defense rate. So how sweet would that be to get one on him as well?
Yeah, fine. I don't care, man. I plan on going toe to toe with Umar everywhere. So, you know, I think that Umar has to worry about me. I don't have to worry about Umar. You know, that's the way that I'm going into this fight, is offensive all the time. So if he gives me a shot, cool. I see shots as an opportunistic thing. If he messes up and gives me a takedown, then yep, I'm going to take it.
Okay. So basically, if he throws one of those dumbass free kicks,
kind of curious, what do you
blind
think about
kicks, and he completely whiffs, and he's out of position, where other people will be scared to shoot, he's going to shoot. Okay.
Pakistani basketball?
I like Dagestan basketball. I like it a little bit more than American basketball. It's a little rougher. It's a little less pretty to watch, but I like Dagestan basketball. Maybe I don't think I'd be as good at it.
And a question, beside the title shot, if there will not be a title, which fighter excites you? Like, damn, I would like to step in the cage with him and share the time. Which fighter excites you more?
For the title shot after this?
No. Beside the title shot, if there will not be a title, who would you love to fight?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it because I'm fighting for the title after this.
All right. And the last one. The former champion, Aljamain Sterling, moved up to featherweight. And you also made a debut in the featherweight division in UFC, and you had fights in featherweight. At some point, you think about to move up a weight class and test yourself here?
Maybe. 35 is really comfortable for me to make. I'd maybe mess around at 45 if it was, you know, yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Cory, how you doing?
Yo.
Just a quick one for you, Cory. You've given us a couple of interviews since you've been in Abu Dhabi. The feedback from the local MMA fans, from the Middle East fans, has been super positive. Everybody's speaking very highly of you. There's very little animus towards you, even though, as you said, this is likely to be a very, pro-Umar crowd. What do you attribute that to? Because the fans have really taken to you in this part of the world.
Yeah, man. I mean, the fans out here, honestly, they're fight fans. Like,
Dude,
this is an area that's really rich in combat history. You know, like these people just appreciate good fighting. That's what every Russian reporter that I talk to is like the coolest, because I'm just like, oh, you really know what you're talking about. And also, like, you just appreciate, like, good fights. Like, you appreciate the skills and the techniques of the fight. I feel it's the same here, you know. And also, it's just not part of their culture, I think, to boo. Like, I was a little nervous at open workouts if people were going to boo. I didn't get many cheers, but I didn't get any boos either, so I'll take that. But, yeah, I mean, I'm a respectful guy. I come across that way. It's hard to be a dick to someone that's not a dick, you know. So yeah.
To be fair, the open workouts were subdued in general. I don't think that was a specific Cory thing. Cheeto was in here earlier, and he was talking about Umar's gas tank. You and I have had a chat about you coming down from elevation. Do you think that's going to play a big part from you if you can put a pace on him and see if you can't drain his gas tank? Because he's not really done a 5-round fight.
We'll see if he can keep up. You know, like I don't put any eggs in any basket except for execution and skills. Do I have the skills, and can I execute the skills? You know, like the experience, the whole like me coming from elevation, him getting tired, like all of that. You know, that's just some shit I say in my meat suit just to, you know, like fucking be interesting to talk to. But really, what it comes down to, man, is going into the cage and executing. And that's where my mind is. I don't have no feelings. I don't have no expectations. I plan on going into the cage, it closing, the bell ringing, and me executing.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you, and good luck.
Thanks.
Thanks, Cory.
Hi. What would you say to the kids that are starting the martial arts and they want to have a career in this?
Ooh, don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it's real tough.
Don't do
it.
Get that shit off my screen, bro. Yeah,
If you love
what
it,
advice does Cory have for me to start my MMA career?
You should do it, and if you don't love it, you shouldn't do it.
Okay, well, that's going to wrap this one up. That was Cory Sandhagen giving us a glimpse into his mind before his fight against Umar. I'm really excited for this one. Still sticking with Cory, man. Still sticking with Cory. If you guys enjoyed this one, like, comment, subscribe. Give me more videos to react to. This is not a reaction channel, but as the fights get closer, I like watching stuff like this to get me excited for the fights. And if my mic and camera is lagging, I'm sorry. That's a problem. Well, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here, man. See y'all boys later.